Okay, guys. Today I'm going to propose that you better choose humanoids as life partners in the days to come. I've been actually forced to make this statement by the startling divorce rates that prevail around the world. Many of the social science departments of universities have found out around the world that divorce rates are now soaring to more than 40%, or 4 out of 10 marriages end up in divorce, and that too pretty early in life. They don't drag it too long, they break up pretty early. Now, we are not getting into the causes of divorce and how to prevent it. Fundamental reason, I believe, is not that the causes for divorce have gone up. As some of the elderly people would say, today's women are liberated. They are not subordinate to the husbands. All these are fine. But then the fact is, people of our earlier generations, women of our earlier generations, were silently suffering the insult and injury in the marital life. Whereas new gen women refuse to do that. If they're not happy with the marriage, they simply break up. They don't drag it too much. And that's why divorce rates are going up. So we're not getting into this discussion. What I'm going to tell you is a futuristic solution. That is choosing a humanoid as a life partner. Slides, please. So this good-looking lady in picture is a humanoid. Some of you who are shrewd may have noticed the distinctive features of a humanoid. Many others would have been fooled that it's a real life woman. Now, the biggest breakthrough in robotics and in virtual reality is something called tactile technology. Tactile means touch. So with this development of this new technology, the humanoids or the robots or whatever are able to sense touch, or the feeling of touch has been recreated in humanoids. So now you have a thinking, talking, acting humanoid as life partner with whom you can handshake, in the sense there is tactile technology. In other words, the humanoid feels the touch just like you. So this makes the possibility of making a humanoid your life partner very real. So the huge advantage here is that you can actually program the humanoid in such a manner that there is complete consensus, there is no difference of opinion. But then I don't want to get into a debate whether this kind of relationship is good. Many of us may feel that only if there is difference of opinion, debate, dispute, there is any meaning in a relationship. That's a psychological stratum. I don't want to get into that. What I would like to tell you is that you may never need to divorce a humanoid, because the humanoid is programmed to actually obey all your commands and react instantaneously to your desires, your wish, and your actions. Now, in not very distant future, the tactile humanoid technology would not only make life smoother for many, but life safer for many elderly. See, in the Western societies, what happens is that, within this beautiful frame of a humanoid lies a robot. The other slides, please, quickly. So this is what is inside. Move. Okay, fine. This is inside, but then back to the original slide. But this is what is outside. Very realistic, very much like a real lady. Now, the humanoid as a life partner has another huge advantage. See, many of the elderly citizens especially in Western societies, have nobody to look after. In fact, the Indian society is also trying to mimic this Western attitude, leaving the elderly in old age homes. In an old age home, they may get company, but they never get a good life partner. So all those elderly people who are alone, who have lost their life partners, feel like derelicts, wandering through a meaningless life. So for this segments of the society, a humanoid, a tactile humanoid, is one hell of a relief, one huge relief, which would make them feel like living further and completing their life. Many a time, at a point when you lose your life partner, at a point when you see no further hope for any improvement, there is only chance of deterioration. Most people feel there is no point pursuing the life further. This is called the middle-age confusion. People who are in the Middle Ages get into a kind of depression and confusion as to the feeling that things can only now deteriorate. It cannot improve. Because from middle age, you do not go back to youth. You go to old age. So they feel things are only going to deteriorate further. So at that point, there are suicidal tendencies. There are a lot of people actually committing suicide. There is a chance for depression. And there is the possibility of a life with little hope, a life with little enjoyment, a life with nothing left to live for. So it's for these people that a humanoid life partner would be a bolt from the blues, a gift from the heavens. And for youngsters again, a humanoid who is programmed to be a life partner who thinks alike, acts alike, feels alike, could be a great relief, because these days finding someone who has identity of mind, identity of hopes and aspirations is so very difficult. So if you want to avoid disputes, clashes, the best thing to do is go for a humanoid life partner. Now you may think this is too futuristic. Well, not at all. In near future, you can find good options. You can choose from a mall or a shopping place. Your right humanoid. You will have umpteen choice. So this is in the near future. It's not in the distant future. Okay. But then there is this question of procreation or sustenance of the next generation, which humanoids can't help, obviously. There are many women these days who wouldn't like to have children. There are many guys who wouldn't like to rear a family, take up the burden of responsibility of a family. For them, there is nothing to beat a humanoid life partner. Thank you very much.